God bless, God bless, God bless. So listen, the Democratic Party, I'm about to get AOC on y'all. The Democratic Party is trying to incentivize black people to come back to the Democratic Party because they realize that they've lost a lot of black votes thanks to Candace Owens with her Brexit movement. All right, and so they do the same thing that they did when they passed the Civil Rights Act, right? So the Democrats knew that without the black vote, they can never win an election again, because at the time, um, the country was split 50-50, and the Republicans had the edge. So what they did, they finally agreed to pass the civil rights, which was created by the Republicans, right? So what are they doing now? They finally found themselves in a position where they no longer have the edge. They're losing supporters left and right. They are so desperate. They are so desperate that they are trying to get 16-year-olds to be able to vote, because they know they control the schools and they control the thought process of the schools when it comes to politics. They know they control the universities. They want to lower the voting age rate, not because they feel that 16-year-olds are modeled citizens and that 16-year-olds deserve to vote. No, they don't. They just know that they have the upper hand in high schools and universities, right? So what do they do now when it comes to black people, since black people have been fleeing out of the Democratic Party? They're trying to incentivize by offering reparations, right? Here, we're going to give you reparations. We're going to give you reparations. Dance for me. We're going to give you reparations, right? They offer reparations. Marianne Williamson, when asked about it, she said that she would get the money out of thin air. In other words, I mean, how else do we get money for wars? How else do we get money for the military? The same way, let it come out of thin air. This was her answer, pretty much, you know. And she spoke about the history of the reason why they want to give reparations, because black people, no, not black people, the slaves who were freed, who fought, were promised 40 acres and a mule. And she says other countries have done it. Germany has given reparations to the Jews. Uh, she said that we gave reparations to the Japanese. We gave them $22,000. Mind you, there weren't as many Japanese people who were in the camps as the amount of slaves that were in the South, right? And so now the South was the one who made these promises. The South, the Southerners, were the ones who stole the land. And to be quite honest with you, I don't even think that there are many descendants of slave owners in this country. I believe the last I checked, the percentage is very low. It's something around 3% of Americans who have ancestry um, of slave owners. You know, another thing, are the black slave owners gonna pay black people reparations? Are the Indian, the Native American Indian slave owners gonna pay reparations to the the black people that they enslaved? That's a whole nother video. Anyway, so now she's offering reparations. Well, here's my thing. If you can get the money out of thin air, okay, for reparations, why weren't you able to do this for the black community for the last 60 years. Because when I go to Detroit, when I pass through black communities in New York, all right, all these neighborhoods are impoverished neighborhoods. All of them. If you're able to get this money for reparations out of thin air, why haven't you been able to fix the African American community for the last 60 years? Right? Because for the last 60 years, you've had black people voting for you, and there was no threat to you guys losing the black vote. So you didn't give a crap. But now that Candace Owens is kicking your asses and black people are starting to wake up and see the truth, you want to offer reparations. You're desperate. You're desperate. And I hope that you continue to lose. Yeah, you Democrats, I hope you continue to lose, because you don't give a crap about any of us. You don't care. You give all this money in foreign aid, okay? Listen to Rand Paul, people. Go listen to Rand Paul rant about the spending spree in front of Congress. He mentioned that we spent $275 million teaching foreign countries how to apply for American money. All right? How we paid millions of dollars to restore mosques in the Middle East. How we paid millions and millions of dollars to teach people in Kenya how to use Facebook. This is how our government spends money. They don't care. It's not their money. So what they do, they steal from us, they take taxes from us, and they do stupid things with our money. They just give it away like nothing. Let it rain. All right? That's how the government spends our money. All right? The problems that we have in this country are due to Congress. It's Congress' fault why we're going through everything that we're going through today, because they make the laws. All right? You want to talk about the border separation? Congress could have been fixed that a long time ago. All right? You want to talk about let's bring up any issue in this country, and I guarantee you the problem is Congress. Congress is the problem. We keep electing these people who don't give two craps about us. They get rich and they don't give a damn about us. They want to tax. Meanwhile, they getting rich. All right? Let's look at the Obamacare. Right? They're fighting for Obamacare, saying Americans want Obamacare. If Obamacare was so good, how come Congress wrote a law to exempt themselves from Obamacare? If Obamacare was so good, why did Congress sign a law to exempt themselves from Obamacare? We gotta wake up, people. These people don't give two craps about us, man. They don't care. They're not fighting for me. They're not fighting for you. All right? If they really cared about you, they will show you how to make money. Because in this country, all right, the opportunities to make money are limitless. All right? Why aren't they teaching you about the market? Because all of those congressmen, they all invested in the market. They all stacking millions of dollars from investing in the market. But they don't teach you jack. The only thing they teach you is that the white man hates you. The only thing they teach you is that the Republicans are racist. The only thing they teach you is that you need them. They want total dependency, because if they have you dependent on them, then they can keep their position. They have their medical for life. They have their retirement for life. They don't care about you, man. They don't care about you, man. They don't give two craps about you. All right? In this country, we all have the opportunity to become wealthy. We all have the opportunity to fix our communities. But we leave it in the hands of Congress, and they haven't done nothing for us. Nothing. All right, we leave it in the hands of a party, a political party, and that political party does nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about both parties. All right, I'm talking about the Republicans and the Democrats. They don't do nothing for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, one of my mentors, Jim Rohn, said it the best. All right, it doesn't matter who is president. It doesn't matter if it's a Republican or a Democrat. All right, the seasons will never change. And since the seasons don't change, that means that it's going to be summer, whether there's a Republican Democrat. It means there's going to be spring when there's a Republican or Democrat president. The seasons will never change. There's day, there's night. It doesn't change. Okay? Whether a Republican or Democrat is in party, they're going to do their 4 years or their 8 years, and then they're out. All right? They don't care about you. They don't care. All right? Vote on policy, not on party. All right? And the Democratic's policies have not been very helpful to many of us. It's been certain people's agenda. Certain people's agenda being passed as policy. All right? Let me tell you something. All right? Abortion doesn't benefit minorities in any single way. Abortion does not benefit us at all. Okay? All abortion does is keep our population controlled. All right? That's what's happening. In New York, more black babies were aborted than born. All right? And this was in 2015 or 2016. All right? Think about that. Think about that. You don't got to worry about, you worried about white supremacy? You worried about white supremacy? No white person is forcing you to go into an abortion clinic and get an abortion. No white person is forcing you to do that. All right? You make the decision to go and do that. All right? Same thing. Listen, ain't no white person forcing you to do anything. In this country, if you do what you got to do and focus on yourself and focus on building wealth for you and your family and teaching your peers how to do it, you can succeed in this country. But if you're going to be focused on what other people have and you're going to be focused on other people's lives, then you ain't going to get nowhere. You're going to have to be dependent on the government. All right? You want to progress in life? You want minorities to progress in life? The way to do that is not government. The way to do that is walk in success. Walk in success. Do what you got to do to be the best person that you can be. Okay? And then when you make it, help your brother and sister get up. Help your brother and sister get up. Listen, I don't want to hear that white people are racist crap. I don't want to hear that. That doesn't edify me. That doesn't help me. Okay? Because when I go on to the groups that I'm involved in on Facebook, okay, the Chris Hogan millionaire groups, when I go on to that Facebook group right there and I type in what can I do to improve my financial situation, I have white people there. Hey, this is what I did, and you could do this too. Okay? I've had white people that I don't even know give me their phone numbers and say, I want to help you to succeed. Because I'm the kind of person that'll get on there and say, I don't know everything. I want to learn more. Teach me. Okay? The same way I have my Hispanic brothers and sisters reach out to help me. The same way I've had successful African Americans reach out to help me. All right? This is how you improve this nation, by helping each other to grow. But if you want to continue thinking that white people are racist and white people want to keep you down and that white people don't want nothing good for you, then that's going to be you. You be foolish. You be in that mental prison. Okay? Granted, there may be some that don't have good intentions, but not all of them. But when you paint all of them with the same brush, You limit yourself. All right? Stop looking at what everybody else has and start looking at what you can do to reach levels of success. And once you're there, help your brother out. Help your brother out. Talk to your brother. Hey, look, this is what I did to reach this level of success. This is what you got to do. This is what I sacrificed. I had to work hard. This is what I had to do. You want to reach this level, you got to do this. Let's stop being foolish and stop being loyal to a party system that gives two craps about you. God bless. I'm out, man.